Okay, here on the standing seam metal roof, Jerry Harvard property. I'm doing a roof inspection here on this standing seam metal roof, and everything is looking really good. I'm just doing a little video to show what it looks like up here. And we got a nice professional custom standing seam metal roof installation here with all the trim and edges, corners perfectly wrapped, and this beautiful standing seam style roof here. Let me just kind of go take a look at what's over here by the balcony deck here. Doing an inspection on this flat roof. Now it looks to me that this flat roof has a old rolled roofing. It's the old granule rolled roofing, and it appears to be okay from here, but I'm not sure if there's any leaks. But if there is any leaks, I would recommend that this roof right here would have to be changed at some point in the future if you start getting leaks. But so far it doesn't look too bad. It looks pretty actually good. It's just kind of wet, so it's kind of hard to see from here, but it looks like it's all together and all the seams are tight. But if you start getting leaks there, that's when you know it's time to change it. Let's move over here. Beautiful work done on this roof. The entire roof. It's a great job, whoever the roofer was. And let's go take a look at these plumbing boots or pipe jacks that are coming out. These are custom pipe jacks for a metal roof just like this, and the only way you can seal them is basically what they did. You know, you take a bunch of roofing silicone caulk, and then you put that metal plate over it, and then you screw all the screws, the metal roofing screws, into that metal plate over the caulking, and that's kind of how you seal it. And you see the caulking seal around the pipes. Those are all good too. So I'm checking all those. I'm checking this chimney flashing, getting up close with this chimney flashing and checking it out. Beautiful chimney here, chimney work. Loving the stones around this chimney. The stone, the stacked stones minus the mortar, so it's almost like a veneer stone, and there's no mortar in between, so that looks pretty. It's pretty nice modern design there. Nice straight lines and cuts on this cricket. This is called a chimney cricket, and it allows the water to channel around the chimney instead of hitting it straight in the back. It's like a mini gable roof basically, and that's got that trim on top, and everything looks sealed nicely. Let's go around here. I'm taking a look at the siding and the fascia around the house, and it looks like you've got that nice James Hardy smooth lap siding and smooth fascia and trim all over the house. It's a nice modern look. Here we go around the chimney some more, and we see the flashing and everything tucked in nicely. Everything looks sealed to me. Looks pretty good here, unless there are any leaks. This might be an awkward area right here. This little spot here seems to be the only area that might be a little awkward, just because of all the cuts and all the angles. But if there's no leak in here, there wouldn't be a problem. It looks really good and nice and sharp. Clean angles, straight lines, everything looks really good. Moving around, looks like we got a skylight there. Looks like it's got good flashing on it. Check that flashing out. Looks pretty secure. If there were leaking in this thing, it would have to come from back here. So there would be a fault, a crack, or a hole in the flashing if it ever started leaking. And you'd probably have to redo the flashing if that ever started leaking. But it looks good from here. So we go here to this pipe jack. Still got a little morning dew around the caulking, but you see how they sealed it with caulk and those screws into the pipe jack, and the storm collar, that right there, that metal thing is called a storm collar, and they got that nice and sealed all the way around with caulking. So that's pretty good. Got another one over there that looks good. I checked it up close, but I just want to kind of look up here real quick. I did not get on this flat roof yet. So what we have here is a TPO flat roof membrane, and TPO is what they use on commercial roofs everywhere. So I'm going to come up here and take a look at this. feel the plywood, feel the deck, and yeah, it feels pretty solid so far. You know, it's a tad bit soft, and that's because you have an insulation board underneath this 60 millimeter membrane right here. You definitely have an ISO board. It's called an ISO board insulation. And here's the bottom layer, the first level that I got on with the ladder. That's your TPO roof, professionally done, commercial grade TPO roof here. No issues there whatsoever. And you see the sides and the corners of all this amazing trim. The metal trim wrap on this house is very good, professionally done. And these guys were good, whoever did this roof. This is also the kind of roof, the style of roof that Results Roofing does. We do commercial roofs and standing seam metal roofs and TPO roofs all the time. And here's a good job done here. You can see how straight and nice these lines are. You got the grooves in the actual panel itself. You got those grooves to, you know, give it a nice little character and definition. Some people like these panels smooth all the way up, but I don't like those because if you get hail, if you get hits on it, you'll see the dents all the way up. So, you know, at least if you get hail on this one, it's harder to see it on yours, but you don't even have hail on this. It looks like a brand new roof. It looks pretty good. This is Sarah's apartment on top. Everything looks nice and sealed tightly. Let's see if I can get a zoom here. There we go. These look nice and sealed, just as everything else is. All right, that's it. Let me look closely here. On this TPO roof, you see these are heat welded edges. So they heat weld the rolls. The rolls are typically 4 to 5 feet in length, and they roll it over each other. They stagger them, or they overlap them, and then they heat weld them, and then they put a cover tape on the edges, and then they heat weld that, and it all sticks together and melts together, and it forms one solid membrane, and that's what a TPO is. And this one in here is a rolled roofing, flat roofing. What they use, peel and stick. It's a peel and stick rolled flat roofing, and this looks to be a good job as well. I don't see any issues with it from here. Now again, if it ever starts to leak, that's when you want to change it, because once it leaks, you can't really repair it. You can't cut a hole in it, pull out one strip and just replace one strip. It's all sticking together, so you got to rip it all out and replace it. But this house is amazing. Absolutely stunning home here. And the siding looks good, the roof looks good, the metal roof and the TPO roof. Everything looks great. And that's it. I'm your boy Miguel with Results Roofing. We got you covered.